Hey everybody, this is Palm Springs Cindy, and it is Sunday night, and it's quite late. It's like 11:30 at night, and so I am. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting tired, and that's a good thing. But I did want to put up a video, or at least, make a video before I went to bed tonight. And I deliberately had to wait a little bit because there is something I want to talk to you about that it took a while for it to finish. So at any rate, hello, how are you guys? I want to say thank you so much, each and every one of you, for following me, for watching this channel, for taking the time to comment. You have no idea how much you guys mean to me. And I just, of course the channel would be nothing if I didn't have you guys. So thank you so much. I just love my viewers. And my subscribers, I can't thank you enough. And if you have not subscribed, take a look and see if you have subscribed yet. All you have to do is press the word subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And it just means that as far as my channel goes, it goes into the analytics about, it helps my channel grow, in other words. So if you haven't, please subscribe and thank you. Along with that, take time to comment so we can get to know each other a little bit. Okay. I am wearing one of my Raquel Welch wigs. This is Show Stopper, and I have to share a little bit about this wig. It's a lot of hair. In fact, I need to maybe go through it and get the thinning shears on it. But until I do that, for the first time, I washed my wigs. Now I have that wavy day wig that I wear sometimes, and it's shorter. I think I had that on the last video. And then I have this one. So I washed both of them. I kind of watched some YouTube videos and figured out, okay, this is what I'll do. And I put a carrot. I'm looking over here because I put a carrot on Poppy's dinner plate. I think she ate it. And, I have this brand. I think it's called All Day. So I have the shampoo. I put, lukewarm water, put a little bit of shampoo, let the wig sit just a tiny bit, and then just sort of kind of went like this, kind of caressed them a little bit. I didn't go like that or anything. And I paid particular attention to the headband and the weave inside the headpiece, and of course the hair. And after that, I lightly, put a towel and lightly squeezed out the water, set them on my wig head, which is just those plastic pink, they're just plastic wig heads. They're not the styrofoam. And I kind of shook them, and I put them outside to dry. They dried like that. These are not human hair wigs. They are synthetic, and they don't really respond to heat. Now, there are some synthetic wigs that will respond to heat, but I think I have not had luck. When I put my curling iron on them, they kind of, I have not had the best results, put it that way. So at any rate, then I let them dry, but I think they've lost, I've got a mirror over here. I think they've lost a lot of the curl, that wave that it had. But maybe it will come back because I have this leave-in conditioning spray, and you can spray this, scrunch, and leave that in. And it does help to set up a little pattern, a curl pattern. I know I look sleepy, and I am, but that's okay. I did want to talk to you also about, now that it's full-blown summer, and in the desert, it's full-blown hot. I've got to put my summer routine to work. And it's about 109 around 11 o'clock. And then it just goes up from there. So anyway, I sleep in as much as I can. because Poppy wakes me up, which is probably a good thing. And then we go outside and we sit outside. I sit on the patio furniture. She will walk around the yard. She wants me to always be with her. That's why I think maybe another dog would do us both good, but who knows? So, so we sit outside for a while because it's not really hot yet. Come in, fix my coffee, watch TV, and depending basically I will wake up in the morning by watching TV, having my coffee. Then I start getting hungry. I fix something to eat, and then I putz around the house. I could putz around the house every day. I just, little piddle things over here, things over there, load of laundry, fold it, whatever. And so I'm still hooked on that Mahjong game, Mahjong reel, and then it says play with your card. I'm still hooked on that. Still not really winning, but enough that it keeps me intrigued. And then I will come in and I don't know what, but it seems like that's what I'm getting at. Around 3:34, I take my golf cart up to the clubhouse and swim for a while. And today I swam. In fact, I think I have a little bit of a sunburn on my back. But I will swim the lap lanes, and I have those styrofoam weights, dummies or whatever they're called, dumbbells, and then I actually have ankle weights too. I've not been using my ankle weights. I've just been using the styrofoam weights on my hands and for my arms. But because I kick all the way up, kick all the way back, arms, arms, arms. So that is not only refreshing, it also gets me off the couch and gets my blood going a little bit, gets my blood circulating. If I don't do that, then I walk around the block right before I go to bed because that's when it's more cool. And ever since I went to the doctor, I'm trying to develop some good habits before I have to go back because I'm scared to go back if my results aren't going to be better. So and plus I've got to try to shape up a bit anyway. My voice sounds so masculine because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Speaking of sleepy, you guys, I'm totally an insomniac. Well, not since I went to the doctor and he gave me those pills. My prescription says take 1 or 2 hours before bedtime. Well, I do, and it's not like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I've got to go to bed. No. But you know what? I have been sleeping, and even if I do get up to, for whatever reason, I go back to sleep and I fall asleep. So because I've done that since it's going to be a week tomorrow. I cannot tell you, you guys, I am feeling so much better. And the medicine he gave me has been working. Hallelujah. I've been drinking more water. I've been eating healthy, eating protein, trying not to do a lot of carbs, but eating more protein and exercising. And then, like I said, I'm really enjoying the clubhouse pool. And so let's see. Okay, now the other thing that the summer has brought is my backyard plants are growing like crazy, you guys. I have these bougainvillea plants that are like this, that grow from the ground. They're not wall crawlers. And I have probably 5 bushes or more, and they're just getting huge. And one stem's up here, one stem's down here. Even though I have the gardener, it's just so hot that everything grows so fast. So my backyard looks like a jungle. And I did talk to the gardener today, and I said, could you either do an extra day for a while and really get that stuff cut down, because I didn't say it looked terrible. Well, it does not look terrible, but everything is overgrown. And because I still go out there, like I went out there tonight. Actually, the sun was still out. It was after I got back from the pool, and I had my wet bathing suit on, so I went out and I hose everything down because, like, right now I closed my drapes, and it's windy outside. It's not a tornado wind, but it's windy, a little bit windy. And then I think that brings that sand up, and that's what I don't want. So that's why I try to hose that down. And, you know, Poppy goes to the bathroom out there, so I want to keep that diluted and so it doesn't smell and all that. So you get it. But, so I am going out, and so I think between the hot summer sun and being watered 5 times a week, you know, I don't stand out there and water, but you know, I put it on my thing on shower, and I just get everything wet, damp. Sometimes I put it on jet, and then, you know, I get everything wet, especially stuff I can't really reach well. And so that has helped. That has made my bushes grow. I'm pretty sure those bougainvillea are growing like crazy. Okay, I also want to talk to you about, I bought some plants at Lowe's. And Poppy, they're up on my coffee table. I know, you don't know. She's thinking they might be food. She's like looking at them, because she's must be hungry, because she has food in her bowl. But she's like scouting around the kitchen for food crumbs on the floor. I'm sure she's found several. Speaking of food, okay, I've got to share this with you. Do you remember in a couple videos ago, I talked about my friend, her name is Terry. She's, her husband had passed away. And that part was not a huge surprise, because he was he was getting ill. But that her daughter, this was a little bit confusing, so I will clarify. Her daughter's son, who's an adult, died. And so Terry's grandson died. So Terry's husband died, Terry's grandson died. And since then, I've heard another grandson of hers has passed away. I have not talked to her about it yet. But this is the part I want to get to. She had, you know, her husband passed away, and they didn't have anything for a while. You know, they let the dust settle. She and her family got together, and they put their plan together. So she had a celebration of life at her home. She has a beautiful home down here, one of these streets, beautiful backyard. And so it was really the perfect place. And I did not go. I was very sick then. But some friends of mine went, and then we met later, a couple weeks ago, Terry and I, at the clubhouse. And she showed me pictures. Because everybody was like, oh, who catered? And she's like, oh, I did everything. I did all the food. I did all the Poppy, get out of there. Thank you. I'm going to get her a chew toy. Let me get you something, stinker boo. I had to get Poppy a little chew stick, so she will, because she's kind of acting like she wants something. And she wants to sit up here, but I don't want her to. You guys, I'm sitting on the couch editing this video. When I got up to get Poppy that chew stick, I totally came back to my chair and totally forgot what I was talking about, and went into a whole different subject. So I'm going to stick in the pictures, because what I wanted to say was that everybody was raving about her food at Bob's celebration of life, and she was like, well, she did it. She goes, they said, who catered? And she said, I did. And she did, and her daughter. And, well, anyway, she showed me the pictures. I could not believe it. And so I'm inserting the pictures of the catering, the food. You're not going to believe it. And that she did this, all her and her daughter. Unbelievable. Enjoy these pictures. With you in another week. I'm pulling this up. Years and years ago, probably 6-7 years ago or longer, 10 years ago, I had my brow, and I did a video on it. While I was in there, I videotaped it. Permanent makeup. I had my brows done and my lips done. And of course it fades after a while. And then I always wanted to get it done again, but I just didn't. And so I'm going to get it done June 27th. And because I was contacted by Vanessa, I think her name's Vanessa. I want to go to the gal that did it before because she did a good job and I feel comfortable with her. So she has moved to La Jolla, California. So I'm going down to La Jolla with my sister-in-law, and we're going to go, and they're having, okay, let me share what they're having. June 26th, and I'm going to this, at 4:30. It says, get summer ready with us. They're going to have sip and snack. They're going to have champagne and hors d'oeuvres, raffle prize galore, free makeover, discounted Daxity treatments. What is that? Smooth away lines and wrinkles with this new revolutionary injectable that lasts over 6 months. I will not be getting that. Lash lift and tint specialists. Get those lashes looking lush with discounted lash lift and tint service. Free permanent makeup consultation. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that, hold on to your seatbelts. I'm getting the makeover, and they're going to show me about makeup. And then I'm going to get my permanent makeup consultation. And she does that where she does like just a hair, like each stroke is like a little piece of hair, which is good. And then regarding my lips, you know, like I mentioned in another video, when they put those needles in that little, at the line of your lip, you know, sometimes it comes out lumpy bumpy or whatever. Mine isn't lumpy bumpy, but it's, instead of it being a sharp like that, it's more like this, you know, so it's a little bit harder sometimes to get your lipstick on perfectly. And I'm hoping that with her lip tattooing that it will help. Okay, and it'll be fun to go down there with my sister-in-law. And they said they give a 10% discount at this one hotel across the street, so I'm going to make reservations. All right, you guys, I've made a big mistake, and I don't want you to make the same one. On Facebook, there is an ad about Kelly Clarkson, and about these keto gummies that were on the Shark Tank, and Shark Tank keto gummies, and Shark Tank approved this, and Shark Tank, and look at Kelly Clarkson, so thin. You know, look at what, and she takes these keto gummies. So I was all over it. I didn't buy into it for a while, but then I did. I think after you know, Oprah's deal and all the Kelly Clarkson hoopla. So well, first, it's one of those ads where, you know, you have to read it. And then, you know, are you thinking about purchasing it now? Well, find out more and read it. We're almost to the button where you can put your card in. So I bought these. Okay, this is what they are. Keto plus ACV gummies. Now, if anybody that's watching knows anything about this, please tell me. This is what they look like. This is what the jar looks like. And then this is what they look like. I still have the plastic thing on the lid, but that's what they are. And so you're supposed to take like 2 in the morning or something. And you're supposed to lose 35 pounds in 2 weeks, something crazy. So I bought these. Well, that's as much as I've had in like 6 weeks. Because, of course, I forget. I don't take them. I forget about it. But, okay, now I got this was like $180. Well, for like 5 or 6 of these jars. Well, another package arrived to the tune of $180 more. And I don't remember signing up for continued product. I wouldn't have done that. And so I went online, you know, or I went onto my PayPal, I went into my bank, I went into this, I went into that. I cannot find this company. And there's no way to get on their website. They don't have a website. I went back to where I purchased this, read it. It says nothing about refund, or not even a refund, about continuing every 2 months or whatever. So if anybody knows anything about this and about how to stop my, quote, subscription, please let me know. So I went to the bank, I talked to the bank, and I may just have to cut that card up and, get a new card, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm just distraught over that. I'm so mad at companies that do that. It just, so they sent me a text. Oh, it's, marked down. Get this one-time offer, a low price. So of course I was like, and I clicked on the link. Well, the link is the same advertisement that the Kelly Clarkson Shark Tank advertisement. There's nothing on there about how to get, honey, you're fine. Oh, okay. Sometimes if I give her a treat and she doesn't really finish it, she wants to bury it. And if she can't figure out where to bury it, she has this little, like she gets frustrated. Oh, she's in her toy box. Okay, so yeah, I've got to figure out who this company is. I'm so upset. Honey, you're gonna find a spot for it. Who else besides me is hooked and watches The Chosen? Because season 4 is out. They were supposed to be out like by Christmas, I think, or sooner than that. They had trouble with distribution, evidently. So The Chosen is on, you can see it on YouTube, and season 4 is now available. And so I binge watched season 4, episode 1 and 2. Then last week was episode 3. Oh my, it was amazing. And this week was episode 4. And the scene that just rocked my world, well, 2 scenes. And you're going to know which ones they are. One of them is the scene where Jesus says to Martha, 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 Mary has chosen what is right or what is best. She has chosen to hear my words. My words are something you need to hear and will last forever. You, on the other hand, have chosen, to be busy working, making sandwiches and refreshment for us, which is a very good thing, and your intentions are honorable, and we value what you do. But this food will perish. This food does not last. So what I want from you is to sit next to me and listen to my words. Fill up on the words I'm going to say, because they are from God, my Father, and they will, they will let these words nourish you. They will be with you always. Oh my God, it was just wonderful. Well, it's so much more than what I just said. I mean, it's the house, it's the way he told Martha what he told her, but it didn't sound harsh. It sounded very loving. And what is this? It sounded very loving and gentle, while still very uplifting. So of course I loved that, and I love Martha and Mary's house. It's gorgeous. Then the other scene that I flipped over was when they finished. Well, Jesus walks outside for a minute because he's looking for his mom. His mother is living with Martha and Mary, and forgot the guy's name, the one he raised from the dead. Anyway, was it Lazarus? Anyway, Mary, his mom, was out picking berries. And so Jesus went out looking for her. Okay, so they walk out and, oh, hi, hug each other. Then Jesus says, let's stay out here for a while. Or maybe she does. Anyway, they go into this separate room, he and his mother. And then she says, sit down, your hair looks dirty. And he's like, really? I thought it was fine. And so the next thing, he's sitting in like a chair like this with his head back. And she's got a bowl of water. And she's washing his hair. Oh my gosh, it's just so dear. And they have this wonderful conversation. And Jesus gets teary-eyed. And he's talking about how he doesn't think the apostles are really understanding the meaning of his being here, and they're not understanding what he's saying to them, and this and that. So his mother, so sweet, and she talks to him about it, and she says, you just have to keep telling them, just typical mother, just keep telling them, you talk a lot in parables, and sometimes people don't understand that, and keep at it, kind of a thing. So that was the most dear scene of Mary washing Jesus's hair and their little conversation, mother and son. You just think Jesus is going to be floating with this white aura around him and his white robes flowing behind him and his hair. And, it's just how they are filming this, The Chosen, and how human they're making Jesus and what it looked like, what those times looked like, what the clothing looked like, what the food, oh my gosh, they've got, olive oil, and they've got pomegranates, almond, they've got that Mediterranean diet thing going on. The bread, the flat bread, like pita type bread. Oh, just the food looks delicious. Honey, looks delicious. So like I said, I don't know. Let me know if you guys are watching The Chosen, if you've seen episode 4. You can watch it for free on YouTube. And I think that's about it. Even though I'm a little bit tired and sleepy, that's, like I said, that's a good thing. And I think that was about all I wanted to share with you tonight. But I did want to say hello to everybody because I miss you guys when I don't upload. P.S. I love you. Mwah. Till our next conversation. Bye-bye.